this is Jinu Kwan. This video is about the cohort component technique. We should utilize this technique to answer question 3. Question 3 asks you to estimate your county's population for 2010 using the 1990 and 2000 population data, and then compare the result with the actual 2010 population. There are several files that you can refer to. The first one is the Excel template. The rest of the files are all video files. There are two sets of data you need to download from the website to answer this question. The first data set is the population data classified by age and sex for 1990, 2000, and 2010. For the cohort component model itself, we only need the 1990 and 2000 data. But in order to compare our estimates with the actual population, we also need to download the 2010 data from the census website. To answer question 1b, I'm sure that you have already downloaded the data for 1990 and 2000. So you can just use those data for this problem set. But the 2010 data should be downloaded through the American Fact Finder tool. The second data set that we need for this question is fertility and mortality rates. We should go to wonder.cdc.gov and follow the instruction given in the problems of documents. I will show you how to download the data through the cohort component fertility tutorial and cohort component mortality tutorial video files. I'll briefly explain the concept of the cohort component technique. This is the basic formula for the cohort component model. This model is used to estimate the future population. So population at time t is equal to the population at the previous period, time t minus 1. And then we should take birth and death into account. And then the last thing to include is the migration. So as you can see on this graph, those who survive from the very first cohort will be the second cohort at time t. And those who survive from the second cohort at time t minus 1 will be the third cohort at time t. The migration component here is very difficult to capture because of the absence of the reliable data. For this problem set, we're going to assume that the difference between the actual 2000 population and the intermediate projection for 2000 will be our migration.